Hi, my name is Dave, and because of issues with syncing the audio track, it's pictures only today. So you might know me from Allpar, which I started back in the 90s, or you might know me from my newer publication, 50/50 with Patrick Rawl, called Stell Power, or you might know me from Motels. In any case, I have a 2013 Dodge Dart, and it's a nice car in many ways. I can get 39 miles per gallon or more on long highway trips. The downside is that I've got 57,000 miles on the car and the throwout bearing is shot. It started making noise when the car was just 3 years old. It was doing it sporadically. Well, the noise doesn't go away anymore, and I'm going to drop $1,700 on a new clutch, and I'll tell you why. And why am I putting in a new clutch instead of just getting a new car? Well, I went out and I drove some new cars to find out. One reason is because I am a Mopar guy, and you cannot get a Mopar with a manual transmission unless you're willing to get a Wrangler or a V8 car. So I went out and I looked at what was on the market, and what's on the market is a lot of cars that you cannot buy. So I went out and I looked at a Kia Forte GT, and this is a nice car that's very similar to the Dart in a lot of ways. The handling and the ride are nice, probably better, actually probably a good deal better with the manual transmission, but it cheats, it uses summer tires. In theory, the engine has a lot more power. It's 212 horsepower rated. On the other hand, when driving it, that power kind of relies on revving. You don't have a lot of power down low where you sometimes need it. I think the Dart actually has better low rev power than the Kia Forte GT does. Its little turbocharged engine isn't that much bigger, so that's not too big a surprise. The main thing is, don't get me wrong, it's a really nice car. The telematics system is pretty nice. I don't think it's up to the Uconnect system, but it's certainly usable, but it's okay. It's a little too close to me. Given my vision issues, I personally prefer for the center display to be a little further back, as it is in the Dart, than much closer to me as it is in the Kia. In case you're wondering, I wear bifocals when I drive, so I can see you coming. Mainly when it came down to it, if I was looking for a new car and I was not Mopar loyal, the Kia Forte GT would be a very nice car. I would have no issues with it really, other than the fact that the highway mileage is pretty bad. It's 32 rating for that size car. That's pretty bad. And that's because they have too narrow a gearing. They have 6 gears, but they're all in a fairly small range. And they have good launches, but by the time that you're at 50, you're where your revs should be when you're at 70. So they really don't have a high enough top gear. The main thing that did it for me was the Dart is really too close to this car. The Dart still holds up really surprisingly well. I'm pretty impressed by how 9 years have not taken away too much from it. Overall, the power of the engine, it's a bit inconsistent, but when it's there, it's really good. The gas mileage is really pretty good. It's not a bad package. It's a big car. It's a comfortable car. It's got a nice big trunk, so it's very practical. It handles pretty well. It's got a pretty good ride. It's got pretty good sound insulation. It basically ticks just about all the boxes, other than reliability of the Fiat parts. So, like I said, got to put in a new clutch at 57,000 miles. And that's never happened to me before. If you've got a Dart and you are thinking of trading it in, chances are, first of all, that you'll get a much higher resale value than I do. The 2013 AERO with the manual transmission is the absolute worst trade-in resale value of any of the Darts. All the other ones do better. Of course, that's one reason I got this one so cheaply, so I shouldn't complain too much. But second, chances are that when you really are honest with yourself on the test drive, you might say, you know, the new car isn't really that much better than the old car. Maybe I'll just stick with the old car. Well, that's my opinion. Happy motoring.